All right, guys, welcome back to the Unholy Trinity Welcome back to the Unholy Trinity podcast with us, the Unholy Trinity.
Three bears.
The three bears. We bears. You know that show?
I do know that show. I remember, Monster X, the K-pop group.
Yes.
Yeah, they're on We Bear Bears.
It seems like a very popular show in the East.
What is the East
Why?
of?
Maybe because, I don't know, because they're bears.
Yeah, and I've noticed like a fair amount of merchandising from that part of the world.
Yeah, I don't think it's not really popular here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
it's
think
on
it's just like
it's on
'cause they're
Cartoon Network or
bears.
something, and that's American, isn't it?
Morocco.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I used to watch a little bit of that in class.
In class.
Yeah, back in high school.
Ooh.
What's your favorite bear?
I like the ice bear.
So like Ice Spice but bear.
No, it was just a polar bear, but he just called himself ice bear, I think.
The precursor of
remember
the
correctly.
Ice Spice.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, so crazy. Yeah. What was your favorite Wee Bear Best Bear?
There was a panda. Was there?
Yeah,
Yes.
Kung Fu
panda.
bear.
I like Kung Fu Panda. Jack Black as Kung Fu Panda is pretty cool.
Oh, did you see there was like a SAG-AFTRA fundraiser or something where Jack Black did like a strip show?
Oh shit, DD.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't seen that. I should check that out.
It's real.
D.
That's also crazy, yo.
It is. Yeah. Do we want to do like introductions?
Nah, they know us by now.
Should.
All right. They know us by now.
Do they?
Sonny said, I'm with
I
him.
don't trust this man.
I trust this.
Is your mic
man.
level like really low?
Well, I can hear myself, but like, I can you go bim bim bim.
It's like half the level of the other one.
Mhm.
Alright, okay.
Well, I can boost it later if I need to.
All right.
Hello, my name is Deo or the Zephyros,
But we won't introduce ourselves because they know
No.
us by now.
but you don't know me.
And yeah.
I'm SNL.
All right. And I'm Jack. We've got quite the episode for you guys today. Full of great things like
What was our longest episode in response to one of the longest films we ever watched?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
didn't we make that joke already? We would do like a 3-hour episode for the Snyder Cut.
I do not remember the
Maybe,
Snyder
but-
Cut was like 3 years ago.
I don't think we did have a 3-hour episode because that's like the pre-2-hour pod times. Those are like the episodal times.
Yeah,
for
now
each
we're actually-
review.
yeah.
There's one point where we just like did the full length without cutting before we did the editing stuff.
The full length of a movie?
The full length of an episode without cutting it up into
review?
episodes. I mean, look, well, we always did that, but we didn't script it. So it was
What?
basically we started as a podcast.
No, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we had the individual reviews, did we?
Yeah.
I think the Snyder Cut was one of those individual reviews. That's why it wasn't 3 hours long.
Yeah.
But it could have been.
It very may
Yeah.
well be.
But yeah. 3 hours. I don't think this isn't even the longest. We're talking about Killers of the Flower Moon, by the way. That's what in reference that statement was to. That was a weird sentence. But yeah, I don't think this isn't the longest movie I've seen. I swear there's been like longer stuff, like
There's a bunch of
Lord of the
3-hour
Rings.
movies.
They're
Yeah.
like 4 hours.
I mean, even the past
extended
year,
edition.
we got like fucking Avatar or some shit.
Yeah, Avatar
We
was
got-
like 3 hours. Oppenheimer was about 3 hours. This one's
Yeah,
3.5.
Oppenheimer.
So that's because it's
Mm.
longer.
I couldn't imagine
There was
taking
that,
this.
Endgame's about 3 hours.
Hollywood one. What's that?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Is it that one or the one with the
Babylon.
Babylon? Fuck. That was 3 hours in a bit.
That was a terrible.
3-hour long.
Was it a terrible movie? I can't
epic.
remember.
It was kind of okay, but like it was all over the place.
Take some shrooms and turn 3 hours into 3 weeks.
Damn.
That'd be one hell of a trip.
Crazy. And we got some more new episodes of some shows we were up to.
Yeah, we can
Mhm.
we can watch some shows now. I don't
Watch
know.
some shows now.
Yeah. Oh, I was just watching
Yeah.
the latest season of Solar Opposites.
Oh,
But I'm also
okay.
watching like Rick and Morty because they're both airing. Oh no,
Yes.
Rick and Morty's already Solar Opposites already aired, but I'm kind of just
Mhm.
watching the latest season while I'm also watching Rick and Morty each week. And it's like the difference in quality is huge.
Oh,
Like
sure
Rick
they
and
have
Morty's
different
gone to
budgets.
absolute shit.
Mm.
Like the jokes aren't funny anymore. Like I don't know, it's
They
just
fired
not
the
good.
guy.
No, but Justin really doesn't write on the show.
Didn't he used to write?
He might have, yeah, I think in like the first couple of seasons, but we're on season
Okay.
7 now, so like there's been like 3 or 4
Mhm.
seasons I think without his input.
Damn. How's the voice though?
It's fine. It sounds like
Sounds like
Rick.
Richard and
Sounds like-
Morty.
yeah, not a big deal. Solar Opposites, they're doing the thing of they're getting just a random British guy to do the voice
British.
because they use a voice changing ray.
Mm,
I think it's funny. Yeah, Solar Opposites is such a good show.
they're funny.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Real. What else have you guys been up to?
You know? Did I ever talked about finishing Ahsoka?
Yeah, you did.
I did, yeah.
I think.
Not in my memory.
I feel like I've just talked about like one of the episodes.
I don't
You
remember
talked
you talking
about it wrapping because you weren't was. I don't think you were spoiling it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but you said it. Because I remember the thing I was asking you. Is it at least better than Kenobi? You said yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, still no clue.
Anyway, that was a couple weeks ago.
Couple of weeks.
Ahsoka, that was like 3 episodes or 4. Could have been longer, I guess. But it was meh.
The whole show was 3 episodes. Was it
How long was each episode?
50 minutes or something?
It was like 40 minutes.
3 episodes. That's
Oh.
not a fucking TV show. That's like an event,
An event.
like Continental.
I guess it's like.
How was it? Wait, hold on, let me look at this shit.
Or was it 5? I don't remember. I
3
felt
or
like
5
it was
is
being
a big difference.
low.
Yeah, it's also a really big difference when it's 8 episodes. I feel like you probably didn't finish Ahsoka
I
then.
finished.
Are you sure you did watch half of it?
I can spoil it right now.
Nah, I don't. But yeah, it's a full season of TV. 8 episodes.
Damn, then it felt really short to me.
Just went by fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like life.
Well, I'll
Alright,
tell you
well,
what. Oh, so,
Yeah, if there's anything to get away from this, it felt like 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Hey,
This
I watched.
Mandalorian season 2. 3 episodes worth of actual
Mando.
good things.
Yeah. Well, that's. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. No, wait. I'm about to spoil something that we might talk about, but I don't know.
I'm just guessing here. You gotta watch it for yourselves if you wanna.
I watched Lego Avengers Code Red, this new Disney Plus Lego movie that came out like 2 days ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it. I was like, "Damn, this movie is okay." It was a kids' movie. What did I expect?
What's
was
so red
alright.
about it?
It's about like the collector who's collecting characters who have red in their name,
Okay.
like Red Guardian and Red Skull and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny because like it's meant to be kind of a bit of a meta nod to Lego collectors.
Yes.
So I was like, oh my god, he just like me for real.
Yes. They red.
Yeah.
Red Hoarder.
Turning red.
Ah.
Remember that one?
Newest addition to the MCU.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Bro,
That's cool.
saying an addition to the MCU feels like such a long bygone term now. Like, you wouldn't hear that phrase being
Wait,
used
did you guys watch
casually.
Loki?
Did?
Are you up to date?
Yes.
You like episode 4? You
I'm
finished?
probably not, no.
Oh, there's something really big that we need to talk about, but we can't talk about it now. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Mm.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Wait, I might be on 3 before.
Well, 4's the one where the really big thing happens. So, like, if you
Okay.
don't know about it, you
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that came out this week.
Yeah, on Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about that one next week. Oh yeah, that got kind of. I didn't like the episode, but the ending, I guess, was like, whoa, what's gonna happen?
Wowee.
Yeah. Loki for me,
Today's-
it started off really strong. It's kind of just gotten a bit worse.
Mm.
The latest one was
Yeah.
like genuinely a pretty just like 5 out of 10 type beat.
A mid moment.
Mm.
Literally the middle of the barrel.
Whereas I think what was the other superhero one watched? Gen V. That's like
Yeah.
on the up, I think.
That's
Do
the
people-
bussin'.
Yeah.
Do people unironically say type beat like you guys do, or did
No,
you
that's
guys
just
start
us
that?
thing.
That's us. We had this
Okay.
conversation last week's episode. I think.
I do not recall
Yeah.
anything.
That's probably when we talked about Ahsoka.
Uh,
We were just playing.
Mm-hmm.
I blanked at the type beat in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But it's funny, dude, because it's like when you search up Lil Uzi type beat and you find a Lil Uzi type beat. So in this scenario,
A
But you
5 out
just
of
say
10 type
everything's
beat.
a
Type
type
beat.
beat, you know?
Yeah.
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 Type beat.
Yeah.
BEAT. Beat.
mm-hmm. Because
Type-
we're all in a groove, you know.
Yeah.
We're on the beat. Juju on that beat.
Yeah.
Juju, that'd be fair.
Yeah.
Well, I've probably been doing some gaming. Played some
you've been
more, what's it called?
gaming.
Baldur's Gate.
Golden Gate.
Hold on. Whew.
You were also playing that other game that Thomas was guiding you through. Was it?
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
FIFA out to get us, boys.
Resident Evil,
Yes.
the original. Yeah, I've been playing that. That game's kind of hard.
Is it the remake of the original?
It's the remake of the original, and it's the remaster of the remake of the original.
It was like PlayStation 1. Was it 2?
No, it was like GameCube or something. Like the remake was on GameCube, and this is the remastered version, which is just on PS4.
Yes. The GameCube version on PlayStation.
And it's basically like a what do you call it? Like a roguelike,
Mm-hmm.
where if you die, you lose all your progress unless you save it at at the save points. But you get like limited. It's basically a resource to be able to save stuff at save points. With like you need a special thing to put into the typewriter.
Do you play as the cop lady or do you play as
Yeah, I'm playing as Jill,
Yeah.
and then I'll play as Chris in my second one, I guess.
Prissy.
I also bought Resident Evil 2 and 3,
Nice.
and I'll buy
Nice.
4 when the VR patch comes out because I want to play that on VR.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
pretty cool. Been a good year for gaming. I know Resident Evil didn't come out this year. That came out in like 2001.
Yeah.
This version, I mean.
But they made a remake, so it's good game.
But yeah,
Was Thomas a good guide?
yeah.
Did he tell you all the hacks? All the exploits?
When I get too scared, he'd be like, "It's okay, go to the safe room."
Mm.
I'd be like, "Yes."
He got all the strats.
All of the strats. Oh, we're going to twice in the coming week. That'll be exciting. Yeah.
Oh, did I talk about the funny concerts last week?
Living that.
Yeah, fucking Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And
Go on.
we haven't talked about that, have we?
Don't think so.
Yeah, anyway. But that would have been before the pod, but I guess we didn't. So, first off, me and Sunboy over here, we watched and saw Mr. Nile Rodgers perform at the Sydney Maya Bowl down at
Mr. Rogers.
yeah, Mr. Rodgers.
Like the.
Not from Sesame Street.
What do you mean?
Nile Rodgers.
Oh, that's not Mr. Rogers.
No, he's a pretty cool funk guitarist, man. He is also a producer and writer. He played for Chic. You might know songs like Le Freak or like some other Chic songs.
Freak out.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And he produced for like that We Are Family song. He wrote. Don't know if he wrote it, but he produced it. He played for Michael Jackson a few times. He was in that Daft Punk song. Get Lucky, you know that one?
Oh, the Pharrell Williams.
The one with Pharrell. So he's a pretty big guy. He's pretty cool. Watched him perform. I thought they did a pretty Cool job. Nice funky night. Disco vibes. Enjoyed it. What do you think, Mr. Sandman?
I wholeheartedly agree.
He agrees.
Funky night. And then we both had to fuck off early.
Yes,
But it was still worth it, even though we missed 2 out of 3 the musical acts.
because that night was supposed to be a 2-act situation. We're
Yeah.
supposed to have
It was the opener.
the opener. Yeah, but the opener was not on the leading title. We were supposed to have Chaka Khan after Nile Rodgers, but I had to go bail to watch Paul McCartney because I forgot that I bought the ticket at the same day.
That's the baby metal Blackpink conundrum, yeah.
But like, I got to see the first half, so that's good. So I went and fucked off to the Marvel Stadium.
Well, I'll be next week. This week.
Yes.
Next week, yeah.
Eyes emoji.
Then there's Mr. Paul McCartney, Sir Paul McCartney, because he's been knighted by Queen Lizzie. Rest in peace. Shout outs. And he did a really top-notch job as well. What's that? Low on storage. Fuck you, Windows.
Anyways.
Yes. Yeah, he played all the hits, bro. He got all the Beatles hits, all the songs he wrote, all the cool ones. He even played like the Abbey Road medley bit from the end, if you know that bit.
No.
You don't? I thought you were a Beatles fan.
I am a Beatles fan. What are you talking about?
In the album Abbey Road, on the later half of the album, it's like it's almost like a medley of songs where they all connect.
I vaguely remember.
Played that. He also played his solo stuff he did with his band Wings in the 70s.
Like Live and Let Die.
Like Live and Let Die. That he exploded. That's the only song they had pyrotechnics for.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of that?
Just because, that explosion bit. So every time they go Live and Let Die, it boom. It's pretty funny.
He popped off.
Then he did a couple of. He was pretty funny when he took his your Matty Healy type monologues in between songs.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a bit of those.
Did he play Subway Surfers?
Nah, but it was like he just talked like, "Hey guys, what's up with these?" I think I posted one of them. It's like, okay, when I play Beatles songs, y'all seem to enjoy it. I see all the phone lights go up. When I play one of my solo stuff, it's like a black hole. I see nothing. It's all dark.
Yeah, I heard about that. People were talking about that, yeah.
It's funny. It was like, but he didn't say fuck you, but he basically said, screw you, I'm going to play them anyway.
Yeah. Which is like the interesting thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like most people are just going there because he's one of the Beatles though.
Yeah.
Does anyone really listen to Paul
But
McCartney?
there's some like more boomer types that know his 70s stuff, and it's like, that's later stuff, you know. Even like, I knew his kind of newer stuff because I listened back in the day. I listened to his like 2015 album for some reason. So I was like, hey, I know that song.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Big legend. He's a big props to him. The Beatles.
Went to
One of them-
Newcastle.
Legend.
Yeah, he did go to Newcastle. He went to Adelaide, bro. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Adelaide.
People go to
Yeah.
Adelaide. Newcastle's surprising though.
No,
'Cause
and
what's in Newcastle?
Apparently Newcastle's like it's an emerging and growing city in New South Wales. So the population is getting big.
New.
Well, not new. It's been there for a long while, but like
True.
it's
Is it
getting
like-
bigger.
been there?
Ballarat or something, fuck it. Or Bendigo becoming like one of those.
I guess Bendigo is kind of the equivalent of.
They're trying to
Newcastle.
become like a big music place.
Yeah.
That's why
Bendigo
like
is the Victorian
what's his
Newcastle.
name? The big Post Malone's coming to like Bendigo,
Yeah.
Ballarat.
Oh, shit.
because-
Post Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying Paul McCartney, props to him, big guy. One of my first, not inspirations, I guess. First exposure towards good songwriting and I guess good song structure and rock and roll. Like him
Him and Eric Nam.
and Eric Nam. Had fun singing along to the classics.
Vibes. Cool stuff.
Vibes.
Cool stuff. Yeah. All right. Shall
That was
we
the
get
events
into
of the
the main review of the episode?
Are we doing the movies first? Yeah.
It seems like we're the only ones who got up to date with the TV shows. We have to just do the
Did you
movie.
not keep up to the last
Gen V.
week's Gen
I
V?
did Gen V. I didn't do Loki this week.
Wait, what
Okay.
episode of Gen V are you up to?
The recent one.
The one that came out on Friday?
Actually, maybe not. Probably not then.
So then up to me. As in like not this week's episode, but last week's episode.
All right, let's go. Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yahoo! It's a me, Scorsese.
This is directed by Scorsese,
Mr. Martin.
Mr. Martin, famous hater of Marvel movies.
Oh, that's just how
Sad.
what he's known as.
Cinema is dead.
This is him.
That's how he talks. He has that bit of a voice.
I don't know. He's a cool guy, though.
He makes good movies sometimes.
He does. I feel like that's how he gets away with saying things like, I hate Marvel
Yeah.
movies, because he just makes banger after banger, right?
I mean, yeah, he has the right to say that. Imagine if you're like, what's a shit director? Adam Sandler. But he made some funny movies.
Adam Sandler's an actor for what?
Well, he's a writer, director, actor.
He's probably directed some things, I guess.
Well, his own movies.
Did he direct all of his movies?
The movies he wrote, he directed.
Did he
I'm
do
pretty
Happy
sure.
Gilmore?
Probably not. I don't know.
That's probably his
Yeah.
like most famous role, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when he writes movies for himself, he does that a lot.
I didn't know he wrote any movies for it.
Bro, like the last few movies. No, I guess not.
With
Movies.
Netflix, he's just been doing things for Netflix for the past 3,
Yeah,
4
maybe.
years, maybe.
Yeah.
I think he has a contract with them. I'm not
okay,
quite sure
yeah.
what you're referring to, but
He has written movies for
I'm sure
himself.
he's probably written
Yes.
some movies. Yeah. I mean, I know he probably writes his own comedy specials.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Comedian.
comedian. Anyway, but that's besides the point. This movie stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, and Lily Gladstone, amongst
Wow.
others. It is about the reign of terror of the,
Mhm.
I want to say Osage Nation. Is that the correct pronunciation?
They say Osage
Osage
in the
Nation,
film. Yeah.
And yeah, that story about them murders
Them stealing them land.
is also based on a book.
About the same events.
Yeah,
Osage.
Killers of the Flower Moon. What did you guys think?
I thought, damn, this was a long movie. And also, damn, Leo at it again. Also with Hirobi. It was kind of cool. But maybe too long for my taste.
Because you got that TikTok attention.
Yeah, I
span,
got that tic-tac attention span. I'm been itching to play Subway Surfers on my seat.
Yeah.
But I kept my cool and kept staring.
Did you fall asleep?
No, because that will distract me from thinking about tic-tac and Subway Surfers.
Sure. I nodded off a little bit. Sorry, can I blow my nose?
Yes, you can also blow
too.
something else if you'd like. Down with the sickness. Mm-hmm.
Mamma mia.
Sleepy?
Huh?
You were talking about
Yeah.
sleeping in the cinema.
Yeah. I also had to go to the bathroom at one point. Did you guys have to go to the bathroom at all?
I did not. I kept my drinking to a minimum.
I peed in my diaper. As a respectable man should.
Yeah, you gotta keep it safe, just in case.
Keep your
Yeah.
friends close, but keep your enemies closer.
Like shit and peace.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay. Anyway,
I'm just going along with what he's saying.
So, did you like it?
Yeah, that was cool.
I don't know. I thought it was cool, but I also thought it was just like, here's another drama. Here's another drama labeled as a 3.5 hour long epic.
All
You know?
I thought the performances were very compelling. Yet I thought this story could have been summarized more concisely.
All right. Well, from my perspective, I liked it. I assume a lot more than you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
The performances are really good. I think the big standout is arguably Lily Gladstone. I think her
Mhm.
performance was just the core of the movie, and like, oh, what a
Show.
haunting performance! Like, some of the most like hard to watch scenes in the movie involved her character, and it was like, oh, brutal. I think for me, I would just reckon, like, in terms of the pacing, I think this first act was a little bit too slow, but I think
Mhm.
second and third were like perfect.
Yeah.
I like it's 3.5 hours, but it does kind of feel like it does have to be to tell this story. And the more I think about the way they've paced it, the more it makes sense. Because like you spend so much. Bear in mind, the movie itself advertises itself as kind of like an FBI investigation. It is not.
Mhm.
That part is maybe the last 20 minutes or whatever, to 30 minutes,
Yeah.
something like that. And I feel like they did it in such a way because that's really important to understand that all of this stuff happened and the government did nothing for so long. So like, it's not like the
Mhm.
FBI just saved the day or something. No, they came right at the end.
Yeah.
So it was like, that was pretty cool. So I kind of went, oh yeah, you know.
Almost too little, too late.
Yeah, which is accurate to the story. It's such an interesting narrative. Like, firstly, they do a really interesting. I won't get into spoilers, obviously,
Mhm.
but the way they do interesting things with perspective, and maybe the character you follow for most of the movie is not the person. Like, they're a morally grey character. Let's just leave it at that. But I thought that was really interesting, and then you get to kind of see how this sort of big I guess you could kind of say kind of phenomena of like all of these things. It's like because it was a big thing that overtook this entire area, and you can kind of see
Yeah.
how like characters, like the logistics of how it would work based on the kind of interactions between this main character and maybe like his family and like stuff like that. You kind of see like,
Mhm.
oh, this is probably what happened with a lot of people, and it's like, you know what I mean? To kind of get that
Yeah.
idea of like, wow, they're like in terms of like maybe there is a bit of a conspiracy sort of vibe, and you kind of get it through this unique sort of lens of a more like personal look into like maybe a relationship. I'm trying to tread the line between spoilers, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I thought that was really interesting and really well done. Yeah, it's also interesting because this has to be like a big, I guess, crime drama, right? But it's
Mhm.
also kind of more of a character study of the main character, maybe
Also,
a
yeah,
lot
I
of
can see that. See that.
of stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's a pretty important story. Maybe less for us because we're Australians, but like this is probably a movie that most Americans should watch because this is their history.
Yes.
So like,
But I can see some parallels with some Aboriginal
yeah, no,
land speech as well.
100%. Yeah, I saw that too. But yeah, this seems like a pretty important movie, and I kind of understand why this is like a passion project of Scorsese's. And actually, I was gonna say that something that was a spoiler, but yeah, that's kind of like my non-spoiler thoughts on it. There's like a lot more to break down deeper into the movie, but like, I really liked it. I do think it is a bit too long, but also at the same time, like, they couldn't have really shortened it that much because it's just such a dense story. It's just such like a yeah. And he wanted to do it justice and stuff. It's also one of the best looking movies I've seen all year.
Looks pretty good.
It was incredibly well shot, well edited. Oh, glorious. Some of the best performances I've seen this year as well. 100%.
In the runnings for nominations, you reckon?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Nominate.
All right, let's break down some stuff.
Break it
I
down.
think we've kind of already said this, but like the acting, really good, right?
I agree to the fullest.
And a
Very
lot of the supporting cast and stuff are members of the Osage Nation.
Yes.
Osage Nation. because Scorsese is like it's probably important to include
Mhm.
people. I'm pretty sure they probably shot this on actual land to keep it authentic and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What was the geographical location? Was it like Pennsylvania or something? No, it was more in the south.
I have no idea. I
They said
couldn't
in the
tell you.
movie, but I forgot.
Yeah,
It's like,
Bring it up, Jamie.
yeah, Jamie, look, search it up, Jamie.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
good character portrayals from the main cast
Yeah.
and the supporting cast as well.
I'd honestly be surprised if Lily Gladstone doesn't get an Oscar for this one. 'Cause I think like that was a genuinely like such a powerful performance. Yeah, it's also cool to see like DiCaprio, De Niro back on the screen with Scorsese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're not going to get too much of that in our lifetime, but like, you know,
Not anymore.
it's pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, they're back.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. Writing stuff.
Yeah. We've briefly
Probably talk
you've
more about
briefly talked
spoilers
them.
because
Yeah.
this is a pretty, from the word go, this is pretty spoiler heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we kind of already touched upon it. I reckon it's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said like main character, I guess the character we follow. He's a
Yeah.
morally great character. I also look at him as like a victim of circumstance.
No, he's not.
Because he didn't know
is
what he's getting
not.
into.
What do you mean? He
Well,
does.
he
There
was
are big clues in the very start of the movie that it's spoilers, but
okay, yeah.
you might have forgotten because at the start of the movie. But yeah,
Okay. Was he completely aware
yes.
about
There are
everything that's gonna
some people
happen?
have theories that he wasn't, but like it's
yeah.
pretty clear that he was. So
Okay.
yeah. But this is kind of spoiler. Let's move past this and talk about this later. Should we just skip this part and just save writing for spoilers?
Yeah, we'll do writing later.
Yeah. Yeah, the editing visual stuff, very good.
Brilliant.
They do a lot of
visuals,
cool
writing.
things. I liked actually their use of flashbacks. They do it in a way where it's he does flashbacks in a really interesting way where it's like, you know how in most movies when they do flashbacks it's like they're usually just like, hey, this is stuff that happened. But Scorsese does it in a way it's like, this is stuff that's happened, but we're trying to also keep things moving. So he's always doing like these flashbacks that are like quick and like got a bit of a rhythm to it. There's a lot of like really good like cinematography and stuff for that. There's a lot of like movement around to keep things moving. There's a lot of sense of this movie always going forward, even when they look at the past sometimes, you know, so like to keep things, just the pacing overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah.
What's after visuals?
Yeah, just a lot of really good shots in this one. A lot of cool imagery. A lot of great use of color and lighting as well. There was some really impressive stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a real movie.
Real
This
movie.
is cinema, baby.
Set design is really good.
Yeah. Costumes are great. Yeah.
Yes.
Cinema.
This real cinema.
Yeah.
Is cinema back?
I don't know.
Are
This is
movies
an Apple
back?
TV exclusive, so I don't know. Wait, is it
Would
in
Tom
cinema?
Cruise approve of this cinema?
I feel like he would.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it music next?
Yeah.
Musical.
This film was dedicated to the music composer who passed away 2 months before the release of the film.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Longtime collaborator of Scorsese.
See, what was his name?
Could not tell
Guy.
you. Damn.
Jamie, look it up.
I mean, surely there was a collaborate, like, in memory of at the end of the film for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that.
We didn't say if the score was good. You just said that the person did it.
you say. I think the
Good
score
score.
was. Yeah, it works. It worked well. It added to the intensity of the movie.
Yeah.
The
Robbie
dread.
Robertson.
Robbie Rotten from that show. Rest in peace, also, because I think he's also dead.
Okay.
Yes.
Crazy.
All right, let's just get into spoilers
Cool.
then.
Welcome to the spoiler zone.
Yeah.
Radio voice.
We'll talk about more of the writing and the story here.
What do you mean by he's a victim of circumstance?
It's because like I feel like he wasn't fully aware of what he's getting into, you know.
What do you like? How?
Then now he's trapped by his uncle to do his bidding, you know.
But he could also not do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
but like he did it
but he did it anyway.
because he didn't have any other option to continue the life he already had.
Well, I mean, from the start, right before he meets his wife, the uncle's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, she's really rich. He should get with her."
Mm.
Then maybe we could work with that, you know. Do you
Yeah.
remember that scene and stuff? There's a few moments in the start
I
where they're
think
just
so,
having
yeah.
casual conversations about doing bad things. And it's just all casual and chill. Maybe that's why you thought nothing of it, because they just talk about it super casually.
Probably
Yeah.
that
Real
added to that.
casual.
But yeah, it's such an interesting thing of like, man literally goes and it's like, he goes, I'm pretty much inventing insurance in a way
Yeah.
and going, yeah, you guys should all get insurance. And then I'm going to start killing them to claim insurance on everyone. Also, I'm going to take all of their, like, sign over their, like, fucking properties and shit or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a big scheme. And they were poisoning everyone,
Yes.
which is, yeah, that was, wow, shocking.
Because the doctors know what's up.
The doctors are bad too, yeah.
Because the doctors are paid by Big Pharma, bro. Or Big Uncle.
Big uncle.
What's his name? King?
Yeah, King.
Big Uncle King.
Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy stuff, man. But yeah, it's just such a wild story, but like so horrific, and it's like, damn, people did this,
They do, but
and that's
I
a part
guess
of
with
that's a
this,
part of the history.
one of the first examples of big scale insurance fraud.
You can say that, sure.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
In America, at least.
Yeah.
That's why you don't get insurance, kids.
I don't have insurance.
Give me my money. My
See,
money.
the Osage tribe got rich because of oil, right? Is
Yeah.
that correct? Yes. And Mr. King also wants the land because of the oil as well.
Yeah,
Mm,
worth a lot of money.
yes.
Black gold.
Big oil.
Yeah,
And to my understanding, like Osage land or like reservation land, as what the movie said, I think was like it's not under the United States jurisdiction. So like part of a treaty.
In an
which is
example,
way more
yeah.
progressive than Australia, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I guess how they got around that is by marrying them and killing them.
which is just genocide.
Yes.
Which, yeah, but that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Real.
more you
Clever, but
know.
very evil.
yeah, very evil. Yeah, and in terms of you talk about Leonardo
Mhm.
DiCaprio's character, it seems like he does love his wife.
He did fall in love with his wife.
Yeah, and his wife probably kind of knew what he was doing, but was also just like blind to it because she also loved him.
Love is
Like that vibe.
blind.
Yeah, it was really the love is blind type beat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he was fully aware of the funny medicine poison then.
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
That's why he's straight up like lies to her at the end.
Yeah.
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 Pretty.
But then like he also realized his uncle gonna screw him over as well.
Well, yeah, but also he's been doing crimes since the start of the movie, right?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was part of a little gang of people that went
The posse.
to be beat up people with a
Mhm.
stick.
Robbie.
And then people get murdered. Also, the KKK have a cameo.
Did
Just
they?
casually, yeah. So you probably didn't even notice, so they have a full rally. But it's just like played off so casually. They just walk down the street.
Damn.
And then they say hi to one of the main characters, and the guy goes, hi.
Hello. They weren't wearing all the funny
Yeah, they were.
biscuits, were they?
Yeah,
Damn, how I forgot.
yeah. because it's just that was just so casual back in the day,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, you see casual KKK
Casual
business.
KKK.
They weren't against the Native Americans though.
Well, it's funny that like a lot of the characters didn't perceive the Native American people as people. Like there was that one hitman that they go to, and they're like, "Oh, can you do this job?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to kill someone." And they're like, "Oh, but it's a Native American." He's like, "Oh, yeah, that's fine.
no,
That's not a person."
they're fucking
That's
animals, bruh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff, bro.
Oh, the reason they had to go to Washington was because they don't have police, or they have a sheriff, but he's paid off.
Yeah, so they needed to go to their
Yeah.
newly founded FBI, and this was like one of their first cases
Mm-hmm.
to put them on the map as the FBI. You know.
The Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah. So then the FBI come in and they go, "Hey, we're gonna start solving this mystery."
Mystery Gang. So
And then eventually they get Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and they're like, "Yo, you better testify." And then he goes,
or else.
"No, yes." And
Yeah,
then
nah,
his
yeah.
uncle is like, "No, don't do it." Oh, there's a couple of cameos in the courthouse. You got Brendan Fraser as one of the lawyers,
Oh yeah.
and John Lithgow as the other lawyer. That
Mr.
was
Fred.
pretty good.
He was pretty cool.
That's really
As
cool.
the lawyer man, he's just
Yeah.
shouting like the whale.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I need to blow my nose again.
Bam. Blowy, blowy. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. Throughout the course of the movie, yeah, there's just it is building up like the intensity of just more people keep dying, the natives keep dying. And then people slowly be like, hey, something's wrong.
And within the household as well, of Leonardo DiCaprio with the wife getting sicker because the cunt's still poisoning him.
Yes.
Poisoning her. And they're like, damn. And then she's like, damn, I think I'm afraid for my life. Someone trying to kill me. And they're like, who's trying to kill you? And she's like, I don't know.
My wife, not my husband.
My husband. Yeah. Yeah, so then they do the big finale where they convince him to testify because his kid dies.
No, yes.
And then he's like, yeah, I'll testify because I do maybe love my wife.
I do like my wife.
And yeah. And he, yeah. That's kind of the movie, right?
I think so, yeah. Did he serve time?
Yes, he got he was charged as an accomplice.
But Mr. King is
got
the main guy.
Thing.
Yeah.
I remember that haunting like letter he released at the end.
Oh yeah, they read it
like,
out.
Yeah, I'm just your friend. I'm your friendly neighborhood insurance dude.
See, also like it's like it shows the effect of gentrification a bit with like the flow of money and people bringing in money. And I guess the white people coming and being like, I'm looking for money. So he claims like, he built the town up and shit, right? That's true. But also he be stealing money off the town, right?
Yeah.
Which is the bigger true.
Which is the bigger truth. Do that.
Stealing from the locals, because that's what gentrification is, somewhat. Yeah, pushing them out. But in this case, it's worse. You're just killing them instead of just pushing them out from their homes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the mother was right in one of the early scenes. Like, damn, y'all keep marrying these white people and
that's
dying.
Real.
Real. See, my mission now is to marry in a white family and take their house.
They should just go personal.
Mm.
True. That's the bigger true.
Yes. Have someone done that before? Maybe.
I don't know. And it ends with kind of like a radio play
Yeah.
where they kind of do like the true crime thing, go again, blah 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 is in this place now, and the blah blah blah, and then you get the big cameo of the movie, which is Scorsese himself
He read
talking
a
about how
bit-
everyone forgot about Lily Gladstone's character, but this is an important story that needs to be told. I was like, dude, that's real.
He a real one for that.
Yeah.
What's his accent?
It's from New York.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does he have
I
one,
think
or is it just him?
he's from New York. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a New York guy. And I assume he's Italian. But no, he's not like
know.
stereotypical New York, but he has
Yeah.
that New York bit. Made me move to
That's why I
Hollywood.
couldn't place it. Hey, I made a film.
Yeah.
Made a film. I
All
brought
right.
my buddies
Should
in.
we go to final verdict?
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
Oh yeah.
Yo, what's the title again?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon, the 2023 Martin Scorsese film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very compelling story with compelling characters and performances from all of the actors and actresses. I enjoyed my time, but some of that time was pushing for being long. So I'm gonna give it this one solid let's say 8.5 out of 10.
Wow. Ambitious film. Did they pull it off? Yeah. 8.
Yo, this is cinema. This is cinema. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
For a combined average score of
a cinema out of
8.5.
10.
It must be one of the highest movies reviews this year, right?
Yay!
Yeah.
We got some highlights from the past few months as well, but it's up there. It's up there.
Trey Epic.
All right.
Next up, we got our TV shows.
Hold on. What's the time?
It is 7:11.
Hold on. Wardrobe change.
I'm
Let's
just
do
pee-
hot. You're shirtless now.
yummy.
Yummy.
Pink Venom. Pink Venom. Generation 5.
Or do we want to just talk about it when we're up to date?
Yeah? I guess we'll do a double episode. Okay. Here we go, Loki episode. Is it? Damn. I don't remember. Alright. How about Loki? Loki episode, was it 3?
Episode. Well, I'm gonna know everything about the next episode.
Yeah, you
so-
do know everything, but like, I guess isolate episode 3 somehow in
All
your
right,
head.
all right. So we approaching this from pretending that I don't know what it's like. Because yeah, this is a week late.
Episode 3, we got Loki and the gang, Mobius, Loki, the more Doctor Who adventures a bit, where they just go to a point in time to find someone.
All right. So what happened in this episode? Remind me.
They went to the carnival.
Oh, okay. No, it's kind of episode. Yeah. I can't. Are we doing like full spoilers for the episode?
Why not?
Yeah.
No, yeah, because we're a week late.
We're a week late anyway. All right. If you don't want spoilers, you might as well this is probably going to be the last thing we talk about in the episode. So
Yeah.
all right. This episode. Just out of the way, just one quick thing. Do you remember what happened at the end of the previous episode about how like all the timelines were just like dying?
Yeah,
They started bombing them?
in the pipe.
Do you notice that none of that mattered in this episode? Because one of the guys just goes, "Hey, it's all grown back."
True.
It was just that one single line that undid everything.
Simple.
Yeah,
was
'cause,
really
like, then
dumb.
if everything's bombed, then how did they get to the other, to like even the carnival bit?
No. All of the timelines that were bombed have come
They
back.
come back.
That's what they said. They're like, it's all growing back.
Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So yeah,
The
they
multiverse is just a mold. It's just a cancer.
yeah.
It's all growing back.
It is. Well, yeah, because the TVA is not purging actively anyway, right? So that's how they kept it not growing.
Sorry, wait.
Which makes sense. Because
What?
how they kept the sacred timeline was by purging everyone's,
Pruning.
by pruning those not from the sacred timeline, right? But since the TVA is in shambles and there's like factions and shit, they're not pruning, so it's just growing.
No. Do you remember what happened at the very end of the last episode?
Yeah, they bombed all the.
They bombed it, and then
yeah.
they're like, all of those people, all of those universes just died, right?
Yeah, but
They're
then
like, oh,
so
there are people in the
they're back
timelines.
in the main timeline, right? But since
What do
they're
you mean?
not,
The TVA exists outside of the timeline?
yes, so they're pruning all the branches from the sacred timeline.
Yeah.
So that's bombed and cut off, and those cutting, they're cut off, right? But then since there's no one pruning them from the TVA, since the TVA is in shambles, they just kept growing back.
Yeah, so, but also it just means all those deaths were insignificant because they're all alive again. It's all back.
Yes,
Yeah.
but like they care about lives. I don't.
But yeah, because
But they care
that
about
was a
lives.
huge thing. That was probably like the biggest casualties in
Mhm.
the entire MCU was in that end of that last episode. And then just with one single sentence, they just explain it away and go, oh, they're all back now. It's okay.
Yeah,
Classic
but it
Marvel.
doesn't mean it wasn't okay that you killed a bunch of people.
No,
But
it's
you can just
fine.
kill them again.
Well, you can, but they didn't because they're all in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean they're saying
No,
the
but like
people
they
that
set all these
died.
stakes of like,
Mhm.
oh, look at all these casualties, everyone died. But they didn't. They're just back. And they explained it in one sentence.
Yes.
We didn't have time to feel anything. It was just
Yeah.
immediate at the start of the next episode. It's fine, they're all back.
Yeah. Oh, true.
I guess they need to do it to set up something for episode
Mhm.
4. I don't.
Okay,
I'm not spoiling it for you. But like,
yeah.
yeah,
It logically makes
don't wanna
sense,
be
but I
too
guess
harsh
in
on certain
a
characters.
emotional stake sense,
Yeah.
it's lacking.
Yeah. We're getting into the arc that I'm not like. I'm just not a huge fan of this arc that we're
Mhm.
leading into right now. So there's a couple of things to note in this episode, I feel. So we get like the first scene is going back in time on the sacred timeline and giving Victor Timely the TVA handbook, right?
Yeah.
So he can create a sort of like loop of like knowledge
Mhm.
that'll fuel the TVA, but it'll fuel him at the same time. It's like a big thing, right? Something to note is after they do that thing, and then Loki and Mobius, I was going to say Morbius, arrive in
Morbius.
the carnival. That's not the sacred timeline, so bear that in mind moving forward.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
That's one of the
I assume you guys
branches.
noticed that,
Mhm.
but it did
Yes.
say alternate timeline. So
Mhm.
that is, to clarify, not He Who Remains. That is Victor Timely. Just a completely, he honestly does
He's
not
a
matter.
variant.
But yeah, he's just a variant. Because they just need him to get his DNA so they can open the blast doors. For a very complicated way to
No,
get
but
him.
like, what does Miss Minutes want him for?
Yeah, so this is the thing. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because, and it like because you guys haven't seen episode 4 yet, you won't really understand what I mean.
Mm.
But like, he is very insignificant. But like, they make it seem like he's so significant when he's just a variant, and he doesn't become He Who Remains because this is an alternate timeline version. This isn't the sacred timeline or nothing. You know,
Yeah.
this is a branch timeline. So it's like, I don't know. But they, because I guess Miss Minutes is under the impression that he just will become He Who Remains. But that's like, maybe that'll happen in a future episode or something. I don't know. Maybe it happens in episode 4. How? I'm not going to tell you that. But like, as of this episode, at least, like, there's no reason for
not.
him to, because He Who Remains himself is just like one dude.
Yes.
They shouldn't really. I thought by the logic is it's not really meant to be any other variants that are him specifically.
Yeah. There's probably some of them competing for the spot,
Yeah.
but he's not the one.
Yeah. And yeah, it leads to one of the kind of worst conflicts in the show, I think, is when Miss Minutes and Renslayer are going to get Victor Timely because they want to also like save the TVA, right? And to them, they
Yeah.
want him to become He Who Remains. But like, besides the point, they still just want him to save the TVA because the TVA is crumbling.
Yeah.
Loki and Mobius want him to save the TVA. Sylvie just wants to kill him because Sylvie's just Sylvie, right?
Yes.
But Miss Minutes, Renslayer, and Loki Mobius, they had the exact same goal.
But different ways
So they
of going about
they
it.
spent the entire episode fighting about it when they could have just like actually done something,
Yes.
which is just a thing to cause drama and all of that.
But
And
I
they need
mean-
to set up some stuff for next episode, which
They
I
have
don't think
different
pays off very well. But you'll
angles,
see. But yeah,
Mobius and Loki just need him for the blast doors, while the Renslayer and Miss Minutes wants him to take over.
Where is the diplomacy in the world
but they would
anymore?
still probably need him to actually fix the loom, regardless.
Yes.
So yeah, they should have at least worked together for that one little part. Then they can fight afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, who wants to compromise when you can just do it now?
Well, maybe you'll see in the next episode.
Mm.
All right.
Wait, did the viewers?
Yeah. Like there was stuff I liked in it. I liked the setting. It was cool. I liked
Chicago.
seeing Victor Timely, even though I think his performance sometimes is a little bit annoying.
Maybe
too
he's doing a
stuttery.
bit. He's doing a funny inventor man.
It
bit.
gets weirder. Like I don't know the weird direction for it, but okay, it's fine, I guess. I really did not like the love triangle thing.
The Miss Minutes
That
AI
was
girlfriend.
like that was sort of that's
Philosophically.
yeah. I just did not like that at
I
all.
thought it was just funny. 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
wow.
I didn't. It just didn't click as something funny to me. It was just like not good. It was just like, what is this? What am I watching? Sort of thing.
It's the AI going back, and for some reason wanting a body because they always do.
Yeah, but just, yeah, it also just came out of nowhere.
Take it back.
I don't know.
Is it because they looked at the mannequins? I'm like, damn bodies.
Yeah. We're getting into like the Renslayer arc of the show, which is like, what's she gonna do now that the TVA is fake, right? And she's finding out more about herself or whatever. Her motivations kind of just like will switch. I don't know if you noticed. Like, I don't know. She kind of just went, "Oh, we're doing this stuff for He Who Remains," and suddenly she's like, "Yo, I fucking hate He Who Remains."
Is it because he rejected her? Be like, damn.
I don't know. And there's a big secret you guys already know that's coming up. I know what that secret is, but I won't tell you. Well, do you want to know what my theory initially was? I won't tell you if it's right or not, but I did have like a
Okay.
theory after watching this episode. I thought that Renslayer was going to be a variant of He Who Remains.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe.
Yeah. Because I feel like they need a backup in case they're not going with that actor.
Yeah.
So they might need I feel like this season could kind of push him to the side a bit.
True.
You'll never know.
Yeah. Like this, I don't think this episode was bad. I think it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was good, in fact, because like moment to moment gameplay in this episode was pretty good. You know, just like the banter between Mobius and Loki and stuff like that, and like some of the action was pretty cool. It was like it was a fun episode. It's just that like there was the writing is kind of feeling to weaken a bit more.
Kind of like this Doctor Who adventure format, but I don't know if they can keep up with that.
Yeah, this is the last one that'll keep that format, I guess. Because, well, I mean, yeah.
True.
Don't play us for weeks.
Do you guys have anything else? Do you have any like theories or anything?
Wasn't the was the Renslayer always about just doing what the He Who Remains says, or was it just more like? No, it was the other general who wants it, just like the TVA to go back to normal, right? It wasn't Renslayer.
Oh, I hate that fucking general
Yeah.
character. It's a lot of just, I don't know, a lot of the characters I feel like that aren't Lokius and Lokius.
Lokius.
Loki and
They're pretty-
Mobius. Lokius. We'll call them Lokius. have kind of been written not as well this
Yeah,
season.
their motivations were pretty shallow.
Yeah.
Although, like, they're not meant to be. That's all they know.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's their life. So I'm like,
Also,
it's
a
like,
general
yeah.
complaint that I've had with the series so far, and I think I started with the first episode, and I think it definitely still continues, is there's no sense of urgency. Like, I never feel like they're running out of time, even though they're constantly, like, what's his name? OB keeps going, we're going to die. But
We're
I feel
not
I have no
dying yet.
sense of that they're going to die. I felt like there's absolutely no rush to get anything done. And everything's kind of
Yes.
going slowly. Yeah.
Because they got to stretch it out for the episode.
There are only 6
Yeah.
episodes in the season. We're, like, almost done.
Mm.
We're 4 out of 6 right now, so it's like, man, we're like, yeah. And I feel like this season, I don't know, my complaints are more extended to the next episode, but like, just in general, I feel like this season, with the way that season 1 left off, and they're kind of like, oh, big multiversal mayhem's gonna happen, right? Because we killed He Who Remains. I just haven't gotten it. Because they've kind of
Yeah.
constantly rewritten the way the multiverse works. Like, actually, no. We've got one last preventative measure to the multiverse chaos. We've got the loom, which they just threw into this
the
show. And I'm
pipe
kind of like,
thing.
it feels like they're never, the Marvel universe, just because of the fact that they're just a bunch of different projects, right? And they're all doing a little bit with the multiverse. There's no clear vision of where the multiverse is going. So they have to be like,
Yeah.
we can't fully fuck up the multiverse yet because the other directors might not be able to include that in their movie and stuff. And I feel like that's really negatively affected this
Yeah.
previous phases. Do you guys feel that?
Yeah.
They should have a standard issue timeline guidebook.
Yeah.
This is how the
The
timelines work.
TVA handbook.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because after the first season of Loki, I was like, okay, this is where shit's going to get real. Chaos, blah, blah, blah. And then it didn't happen in this season. I remember at the end of Spider-Man, we were kind of like, oh, now shit's going to be fucked up, right? There's multiple Spider-Man villains coming through, everything's going to be fucked. And then this is going to lead to the multiverse of madness. It didn't lead into the multiverse of madness. Those are 2 completely unrelated projects.
Yeah.
That was one thing that really disappointed me about Multiverse of Madness. Even though I think it's a pretty good movie, it's just like, there's no coherent narrative of the multiverse that's just going on. It's just like,
Inconsistent.
yeah.
True that.
Do you guys have anything else to add?
Yeah, that's about it for this episode. They went to Chicago. They went back. They were like, "Oh damn, he kind of quirky like that.
You do be kind of quirky.
He do be scamming all these fat cats out of their money.
Fat cat. Aristocrat.
Aristocats.
The Aristocats? Do you like
Aristocrat.
that Disney animated movie?
Be a cat.
Oh, and then I like when the fat guys be like, he kept calling him boy because I guess they're racist or something.
What?
Because that's a somewhat derogatory term.
What?
No, he scammed the rich guy, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Come over here, boy. I'm gonna get you, boy."
Well, how's that a derogatory term? I
'Cause,
call
like,
you boy all the time.
Yeah, because I'm not black. But in
What?
those times, in the plantation times,
What? This is an alternate timeline. What are you talking
so
about?
they didn't have plantations in that time.
I don't know.
Yeah, if
Can
they don't
neither
want to
confirm nor
straight
deny.
up call you
So this puts
the N word.
Kratos' fatherhood relationship with his son in a whole new.
No, but Kratos'
Man.
actor is actually black.
boy.
Yeah, but like they don't. That wasn't set in like Southern America,
Yeah.
Well, this is set in a fucking
Chicago. That's
yeah,
somewhat
also time
south.
in Chicago where technology was a
Yeah.
little bit more busting.
But yeah, if you don't want to straight up say the N word, you can just go boy and be like, because that lowers your standing in the social hierarchy, you know.
I feel like it's just because he didn't like him very.
But would he have
It's
said
beefing.
that to a white boy?
I don't know. You'll have to see.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask him yourself. Yeah. Anyway, what was your point with that?
Real,
Real. Okay.
real.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That was the episode. All right.
Reviews.
Yes,
Verdict.
we review verdict. Episode 3 of Loki season 2. More adventures happening. Some inconsistencies. But hey, that's just the theory. A game theory. I thought it was alright, but it had some bits and bobs that may or may not be fixed in a newer episode or explained. So I'm gonna give this one a light 7.
Oh, it's 7. I'm gonna give this one. 7 sounds good.
Yeah, I think this is about a 7 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I talked bad shit, but also that's because I watched the next episode and that one frustrated me more as a continuation of stuff that didn't pay off well from here. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Loki,
I'm
you're a
still
disappointment.
excited for like the last 2 episodes though.
Mhm.
Especially like the ending of episode 4, which you guys will get to, gives interesting stuff, but I feel like I'm just gonna be disappointed again because it's like, how many times do I have to keep going, oh, there's some big danger when there kind of isn't? Like also, this season also has a formula of each episode resolving things at the end, but also leaving a little bit for the next episode.
Yeah.
They're like pretty self-contained episodes to some extent. That's like the core thing that they're doing.
That's why it's a bit like Doctor Who.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember when I think Loki was being pitched as kind of a Doctor Who, like way before like the first season came out. Because I remember them being like, oh, want to do Loki at different time periods or something?
Yeah.
And they're going to be like looking for him or something. Do you guys remember that at all? That was kind of, I think, the initial pitch.
But yeah, okay.
But yeah. Anyway, that was Loki episode.
Low-key mid. But okay.
But it was okay. All right. Well, that'll wrap the thing. I reckon for next week, perhaps because it's on streaming and theatrical, we could watch a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Freddy Fazbear. Markiplier cameo real or fake? Tell us in the
he
comments.
had like a scheduling conflict or something, right?
Damn, confirm fake.
I know that he was meant to be in it because he was on the cast list on the wall of like the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched the behind the scenes of the movie because... Oh, actually, I'm not going to spoil it in case you don't know who's in the movie. But there's some cameos from people that you know.
cameo.
Scotty Cawthon.
Is it gonna be... Who's Scottish?
Scott Cawthon.
I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Five Nights at Freddy's creator.
Are you Scottish?
Oh, I know that
No,
he had
his
a big...
name is Scott.
He had a big hand in like making the movie, apparently.
Yeah, he did.
Which is great because this,
I would assume
this
so.
thing's currently being destroyed by critics. It's getting like 20%. My favorite. Morbius.
Morbius. Shoutouts to Ibrahim for dressing up as Morbius.
Oh yeah, we had a Halloween party last night and people dressed up. And Ibrahim had a vampire costume.
And then
It's very sexy.
people kept calling him a magician and he got slightly discomforted.
No, we kept calling Joker
And Joker.
from Persona, yeah.
From Persona. But I think some people actually thought he was Batman Joker because he had the funny bloody lips.
That's true. Cardin went as actual Joker.
Scars.
Yeah.
My father was a very man.
All right. Anyway, let's wrap.
Wrap it up.
Thank you guys for...
My name is Sizzle. Let's rap because I do a bit of jizzle
He jizzes
Alright.
in my pants
in his pants.
because there's ants.
Do the outro.
Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Hit us up on unholy.pod@gmail.com or 3unholy... Wait.
No.
Oh, fuck, I fucked it. Can you do it, D?
At unholy.pod on Instagram and TikTok. We got 3.unholy.things@gmail.com for any business inquiries, or maybe you want to write a full-length letter for something, a official complaint, or like a
Sponsorship.
sponsorship
Give us
deal.
sponsorship. Give us money.
Sponsorship. We got a lot of consistent views.
Yes. Shout out to the two of you.
Shout outs.
I actually haven't checked the metrics at all. I'm going to check it after we record.
Yeah. And that's all our socials. Check out our YouTube. Nothing there, but you know, maybe something will show up in the future.
Yeah.
We were planning on doing a Phasmophobia, but like Phasmophobia game
because
not
the office is burnt
there.
down.
Yeah. think we can do that anytime soon? Don't know.
We're just doing real life.
Phasmophobia
true,
in
we
real
could just
life. We go
phasmoph-
to a haunted building
We could.
with fancy gadgets and needles that go, ooh, ghost detected. And then we have to take the ghost machine from Ghostbusters to suck all the ectoplasm from their cocks.
That's true. All right. That's that.
See y'all
We'll see you guys.
next week.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Piss in the Daffy Duck.
Peace.